might just have to hold my phone very close, and hopefully that makes it a little bit better, everybody. Again, I know the audio isn't going to be great, so we'll kind of try our best and scream a little bit, and hopefully that fixes it. All right, he says, there we go. So that means, boom, yes, much better. See, Mitch, we did something. By the way, here's Mitch, everybody. He's driving, so everyone say hi to Mitch. Probably a lot of you coming from Mitch's channel. And yeah, right now we're in just outside of Augusta, Georgia, moving south into eventually the Florida Big Bend and Panhandle, where we're going to intercept Hurricane Helene. And while I'm here, let me also go ahead and reshare this on Twitter for everybody. Also, if I'm shoving the phone on my face, it's because I don't know what's, I'm not really looking, so. I
did share.
Okay, awesome, thank you much. Yeah, looks like we got like 60 people in here so far, so we're climbing. Alrighty. Yeah, sorry about that. So I tried to set this up on my laptop, and we're working now. We're going good. We've got almost 100 people in here, Mitch. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them below, and let me know what they are, and we'll try to answer them. Again, I'll get to them in a second. I'm still kind of troubleshooting things here just to make sure that we're working properly. So again, sorry about that. I thought Mitch was laughing at me for a second. All right, here we go. Now we're working. Okay, yeah, so we got about 100 people in here, Mitch. If you're just now joining us, like the live stream so more people will get the notification for it, more people will see it. I've got all of your comments pulled up. We're gaining a lot of people here, up to about 150 now. Awesome, awesome. Also, let me know where you're watching from, everybody. All right, we've already got it. Is it shifting east comment? Mitch, would you like to... It might be hard to hear Mitch, everybody, but I'll move the phone towards him and he can talk.
It's a little too soon to know if it's shifting east. There is a big convective blow up on the northeast eastern side of the system, so that might pull it a little bit east, but we still got to figure that one out. I'm not quite sure. That's a big question out there in the weather world, but I think it's kind of just a now thing, guys. We just kind of watch it, real-time observations, and figure that one out. So I don't have a yes or no answer to that one.
Yeah, and I would give the exact same answer. We don't really know. What I can do, actually, since the hotspot is working, is I can flip this around and we can look at some models together, everybody. Isn't that fun? That should be fun. So I'm gonna take these AirPods out because I'm not sure that they're really helping with anything. If the audio changes to any point and gets bad again, let me know, because again, we're doing this all for the first time together. But what I will show you is current Hurricane Helene, and notice right here on kind of the sorry. Yeah, the northeast side of the storm, we're getting some pretty deep convection beginning to fire up here. That's likely going to continue to strengthen the storm system, and we're getting rain well outside of it. Again, this is driving through just south of Augusta, and I'll tell you folks, if you can avoid traveling in this, avoid it. Me and Mitch have already seen, and he can tell you, we've seen 2 cars off the side of the road and a tractor trailer on fire, and we're barely getting into Georgia. So, and the worst of it's not even here. It's still a ways to go before it arrives. So again, if you can avoid going into this thing, please try to avoid it at all costs. I got people watching from Oregon, so nice there. Not bright and early in Oregon still. Yeah, and we'll stay safe, guys, and just kind of make maybe some of you feel a little bit better. Me and Mitch talked about it, and we're really probably not even planning on going to the coast. We're probably going to hang out right around the I-10 corridor, wherever the storm moves in. Oh, hey, Aaron Smith checking in. Awesome.
What's up, dog? What's up, man?
Yeah, so yeah, we're probably going to hang out, a little inland because, well, one, the ocean's going to come to us a little bit anyway, but two, the storm's moving so quickly, you're probably going to feel the same impacts 20, 30 miles inland that you're feeling at the beach, just due to how quick this storm is moving. again, expecting hurricane conditions well inland, and I can show you the current watches and warning map and take a look at that. If we have any folks watching in upstate South Carolina, let me know what you're seeing, because we already have multiple flash flood warnings up that way. And this is kind of what we call a precursor event, the one you're seeing there right now. So it's not even really from Helene, it's more from kind of a stalled out frontal boundary up in that way. So it's kind of interesting how that's set up. So let's take a look at some of these watches, warnings, and advisories out there for your Thursday morning. And yeah, the southeast absolutely covered currently. You'll see all that red. Those are tropical storm warnings. And I know, unfortunately, a lot of these are kind of the same color on the map, which makes it hard to see. But the kind of brighter, more pinkish colors through South Georgia and the Florida Panhandle, those are tropical storm, or excuse me, hurricane warnings. And then all that other red you see through the entire state of South Carolina, the rest of Georgia, the Florida Peninsula, and through western North Carolina are tropical storm warnings. So again, a lot of folks going to get in on this action, and already flash flood warnings. And this is what I'm talking about. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Through portions of upstate South Carolina, Pickens County, northern Greenville County, Transylvania County, Henderson County. Again, any folks in this region, let me know what you're seeing rainfall-wise, and if you have any flooding ongoing, because I'd be willing to bet that, unfortunately, we probably are seeing some of that, and again, would love to know. We're up to 250.
We appreciate you all.
Yeah, we do. Definitely appreciate you very much. So we'll talk about our plans with the system. Again, it's going to be kind of ebbing and flowing, and we're just going to really do what our gut tells us to, I think, is the plan here in the long run. So kind of driving towards the Florida Panhandle right now. If, you know, we happen to cross some tornado warnings on the way, we'll probably split off and chase that a little bit. One thing I will note in the model guidance is the storm is actually moving a little bit slower than probably anticipated on approach, at least. So we might not really see landfall until late tonight, maybe after kind of that 8, 9, 10 o'clock time frame. So again, that is moved back just. And again, if we cut out at any moment, folks, we're kind of dodging some rough internet connection out here. Again, we're in the backwoods of Georgia. So tell Mitch I had a dream of snow this year for him, from Hunter W. So
I love it, man.
yeah, that's
I have a dream about snow every night.
yeah. Mitch dreams about snow whenever he's awake. He daydreams about snow.
Snow and pizza, man. Snow and pizza.
All right, Joey asking about potential to reach Category 4. Yeah, Joey, I think that's a very real possibility. I don't see the storm being any weaker than Category 3 at landfall. I think Category 5 would be a stretch. I think Category 4 is a pretty real possibility. Mitch, would you like to add to that at all?
Yeah, I still think it's going to be a low end. I think it's going to, if I had to make a call, I'd say 130. 130, Category 4.
Yeah, so kind of right on that Category 3, Category 4 level. But again, we will remind you the storm is so large that I don't get caught up if we're 5 miles from Category 4 and we're Category 3. The impacts aren't going to be really any different than if you add 5 or 10 more miles to it in the top wind speed. It's going to be tough out there for a lot of folks. So again, big storm means bigger wind field. And by the way, let me show you that Hurricane Hunter's going into the storm right now. Let me see. I'll need my hotspot to reconnect here. Again, we're fighting the internet here.
Should be a little bit better when it's out.
Yeah,
Should be.
we'll see. We're in I don't know. Where are we, Mitch? Some Georgia town?
I don't know.
We don't know where we are. We're somewhere in Georgia.
I should know, but I don't.
Somewhere south of Augusta, wherever Georgia Highway 17 and 102 intersect. We're south on U.S. Interstate 1, so whatever that means. Yeah, it's not loading right now. But again, just to reiterate the point that the Hurricane Hunters are finding stronger winds, lower pressure. Let me see if I can reconnect to the hotspot. This shouldn't. The live might cut out for a second, so just give us one second. I don't know. Also, let me know if that cut out at all, because again, we're learning here. All right, we are reconnected to the internet. Awesome. All right, yeah, so we just had a new recon pass. Pressure's down about 960 millibars is where we're sitting. We've seen flight level winds as high as 110 knots. So again, about 100 miles an hour at the surface there with flight level winds of that. Also, again, I'm sure you can hear plenty of rain in the background. We are driving through the thick of it right now. So that's gonna probably make things kind of hard to hear. All right, so it did cut out. Awesome. Okay, well, that's good to know. I can plan for that accordingly. All right, again, folks, if you haven't liked the stream, go ahead and do it so more people can reach it. We're not going to go forever here. We're going to kind of take breaks, so we'll be back this afternoon at some point. I'm going to do a little bit of virtual schooling, actually, so hurricane chasing and schooling at the same time for a little bit. But yeah, we'll be back and we'll do plenty of live streams. We'll hit it really hard tonight whenever we're actually in the eye of the storm, or the eye wall of the storm. And you know, Mitch, have you ever been in the eye of a storm? Like, you've been in a clear, clean eye?
Not a clean eye. No. Idalia was the closest one where it was a little calm, but there was no clearing or anything like that. Me, Aaron, and Bryce were in that one, but definitely not your typical clear skies above kind of eye. No. So the answer would be no.
Yeah, so I haven't even been in a hurricane, let alone a major hurricane. So this is going to be very new for me and less new for Mitch, but you know, we'll see. Every storm is different. Have a couple questions here. Am I playing hooky today? Yeah, maybe not. So I told my professor yesterday, who is the department chair for the meteorology program, I was going to Florida, and his response was, stay safe. So, you know, it's hooky, but not really hooky. I'm still doing meteorology after all, right?
That's right, that's right.
I mean, if I'm paying for the degree, I can not show up. Now, my calc professor might not be as happy, given my grade in there, but that's okay.
I'm lucky to have a job where I can pretty much just tell them straight up that I'm using my time to storm chase, and they're cool with it. So.
Yeah, Mitch is making big boy decisions. So, any idea of where we're heading? A city? Yeah, we don't really. I'll be honest, we don't have like a specific location that we've decided that we're going to sit in. We're heading generally towards Tallahassee, probably just east of Tallahassee.
Tallahassee and Perry.
Yeah, between Tallahassee and Perry, that range. We'll let you know once we kind of really decide on a place, but that's kind of the game plan. And my calculus teacher just sent out a reminder that, quote, just a heads up. I'll read the whole email for everybody. Just a heads up, I realize there is rough weather today. However, we will operate under normal conditions. So yeah, playing hooky from calculus. What a skill, right? It is what it is.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, so couldn't get out of calculus. That's okay. It's all right. As long as I pass, that's what matters. C's get degrees, folks. By the way, me and Mitch talked about this. There's a 90% chance we get canceled before this chase is over by all of the internet. So you might not see any more Gerald and Mitch. We'll see.
This is right when you should see a tornado.
Yeah, by the way, perfect tornado terrain. Look at this. I mean, if there was a time to see it, this is what I'm talking about. This is that good Georgia stuff right there. When they say bury me in Georgia, this is what they're talking about right here. All right, let's see. Good amount of questions. You need mobile Starlink? Yeah, you know, I'll be honest, I'm a nerd, but I don't really know anything about Starlink. I hear about it, I know chasers use it, it works great. I don't really know about it, so maybe something I should look into.
It's more of a full-time storm chasing gig too, man.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of nobodies kind of driving to Florida, so we're not, you know, we're... Right?
That's right.
Sure. There's 30 people waiting on my channel that don't know the live stream's here. Yeah, I tried to post a new one. Hopefully they get the all right, I think we're back, folks. Again, we're gonna cut in and out a little bit. Once we're in Florida and sitting in one place, hopefully, well, at that point we could just lose cell service altogether. I don't know, so we'll figure it out. All right, got some questions here. We'll go a little bit longer here, folks. All right, Gerald, the storm will be 125 miles per hour on impact with 150 mile per hour gust, and the winds will go out 200 miles from the storm. Florida's governor will be the emergency command center for 48 hours. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Regina.
I could see 125.
Yeah, 125 I think is a realistic number.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Pickens, what's best case scenario? Asking for work. So Pickens County, for anyone watching from there, which is my hometown, already under a flash flood warning. And I tweeted this morning, I honestly thought the school district should have canceled today as well, just because we're already seeing flooding and it's going to rain all day. So you're in class until 3 o'clock. It's not going to be any better then than it is now. So I was pro closing schools today. Again, hopefully everyone gets home safe and it's not a problem. But in the e-learning era, it's so easy to just cancel and not have to make it up. So I don't know why not just play it safe there. So I would, tomorrow morning, no matter what, a commute's going to be really tough through much of the Western Carolinas due to 1, flooded roadways, and 2, gusty winds. And with the approach of the storm a little bit later, that could push deeper into rush hour in the morning compared to what looked like more of an overnight threat for some folks. Hey, Storm Chaser Jones, are you down in Florida? No, big chaser Storm Chaser Jones is. So, does Mitch have a hotspot on his phone I can use? So it doesn't matter either way because we're both running off of data. So if I lose data, it's because of just the area we're in. So his phone wouldn't have data either. So good question though, for sure. You look like Rainbolt. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I want to know what that means. So we'll circle back.
Just take it as a compliment. There you go.
I hope you don't end up like Reed Timmer. Storm chasing is dangerous. They sent Jim Cantori to Hudson. Well, Regina, unfortunately, we're out. We're out and about and we're storm chasing. So we appreciate the concern, though. We'll stay safe for sure.
We're not quite as aggressive as Reed.
Yeah, Reed Timmer's probably going to be on the beach. We're not going to do that. So we shouldn't have to worry about that nearly as much. Is it going to affect college and NFL games? I think Saturday, any games through like maybe Kentucky, Tennessee, you could see some rain and some gusty or breezy winds, probably not even that gusty. But overall, most of this is just a today and tomorrow problem.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What should we expect in Lexington, South Carolina? I'll let Mitch take over for that one.
I would say 30, 40 mile per hour wind gusts. There is a tornado watch out right now for the Midlands. Several tornadoes likely. Now that doesn't mean you're gonna 100% chance get a tornado right in your neck of the woods, but there's a legit tornado watch in place right now. So the tornado risk is ongoing. But rainfall, maybe 2 to 4 inches. Occasional 30, 40 mile per hour wind gusts. That more so starting later tonight into this evening. But I think what's gonna surprise people is how bad it gets overnight and then how quick it'll be over tomorrow. So I think maybe a lot of people, I would imagine, have the idea that it's gonna be an all day thing tomorrow, but I think it's gonna blow some people's minds how fast it comes in and out. So I think by the time we get into mid-afternoon, Gerald, do you think? I think a lot of it will be clearing on out.
Yeah, I agree with Mitch. I think tomorrow afternoon will be breezy, and I think probably a lot of high school football games were canceled for tomorrow, and you'd be wondering tomorrow at 6 o'clock when kickoff should be like, well, why did we cancel? I think there's going to be a lot of lingering impacts after the storm, though. Power outages are going to last a while. Flooding is going to last a while. So even if it's out of here by Friday evening, those impacts will still be hanging around. So I think that's an important thing to note there.
Yeah.
No, Mandy, we are not in the Mazda, actually. The Mazda probably wasn't going to survive this one, so we upgraded.
The Mazda died during Hurricane Idalia last year. It might be as simple as it just needs some transmission fluid, or the transmission actually might be out. I just have not had the time and really the money to really dive into it. But she's chilling in my backyard right now, and maybe one of these days we can get her back going again. But nah, we're taking my Corolla. And I think that is the main reason we're probably going to be a little bit less aggressive with this chase. So, but yeah, so no Mazda.
Yeah,
small towns. So I don't even know what to mention.
Yeah, so
Just east of Edge Hill, Georgia.
just east of Edge Hill, Georgia.
Very small town.
All right, maybe again. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna just answer a couple questions and then we'll go because we're getting into some tough cell service. When will the wind start picking up in upstate South Carolina? Basically, it'll go downhill from here on out, but it'll really pick up probably about, we'll say after midnight through, let's say midnight tonight to noon tomorrow. That's a good 12-hour window for the worst of it. This is forever. It is what it is. Well, we're gonna play it safe. We'll be back later today. With more live streams. Tune in. I'll basically go live and then tweet out the link. That's going to be the best way to do it here. So, all right, folks, have a wonderful rest of the day. Again, come back later. We'll be back with more information later. So that's me and Mitch signing off, everybody. Goodbye.